is up? What it do? This is your boy, Mr. Kaysha, aka Mr. Shada, and you are watching the infamous Your House, Your Place, Your Club, the infamous Club Shada, episode number 104. No iced tea on the table. Back to drinking like a savage. Damn it. She. I hope everybody is fine. I hope my Shada gang is in good spirits. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com and the gods of good fortune. I hope your spirit is high. I hope that all my singers, beat makers, strippers, porn stars, students, politicians, Africans, Europeans, Asians, Latin Americans, and everybody else, Africans. I hope everybody is fine. Welcome home, and I have stories to tell. Damn it. I want to welcome to the Shada gang. Where are they? See? That's the problem with these things. Where are these people? Wait, let me bring them back. While you guys are liking the live, I'm trying to have the latest subscribers back. I want to give a big shout out to all the 2,000 minus new subscribers on the channel. This is crazy. We are now at 162,000 subscribers to the channel, which is amazing. So a lot of love to all the new subscribers. Your names are here. Rosaria G1, Edmilson Reyes, Prince Moise, official DJ Shylem, Azerti Figueiredo, etc., etc., etc. Welcome to the Shada gang. Make sure you like the videos. Make sure you share the content. Make sure that if you have Twitter, you share this link right now and you let them know that the Club Shada is here. I also want to thank our sponsors, everybody who has been sponsoring the show the past year with your super chats. Last week, in the midst of the drama, we forgot that last week it was the 1 year anniversary of Club Shada, because I think the first ever episode was on April 17th. So yeah, happy birthday to us. We celebrated 100 episodes, but it's also a celebration for a whole year since we started this show in the middle of the pandemic. And I also want to give a big shout out to our stream royalty, Mr. Robert Ford Jr., for $100. And if you want to support the show, you know what to do. You click the little $ on the chat, and you can give between $1 and $500 for me. You know, you build pyramids with every brick. So, you know, never be shy. If you want to support the show, super chat at will, and also for some others, go to shadaware.com, buy a t-shirt, same effect. This is how you support. I'm wearing Shadaware Force Armée Zaïroise camouflage t-shirt that I designed. It's a beautiful piece. Miss Jujuzan, how are you? I hope you fine. I hope everything is fine in your world as it is in mine. Uh, yeah, no more drinks. Damn it. And computer is not here anymore. Computer now is down there. It sits there with the drives, far from harm. Like, and I'm gonna buy a little thing where I'm just gonna put it there, like just and close it, like some glass thing. I'm just gonna leave it there, far from harm. But I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about the new computer. For those who didn't see, the new logo has changed a bit. I redesigned the C. I think the C was too. I keep changing the thing, like, you know, slowly and slowly. Miss Nadia Borges, I hope you're fine. How are you? And make sure you tell me where you are watching us from and what time it is where you are. And make sure you like this live. Hey, Tatiana, how are you, sister? I hope you're fine. Mr. CV Beats, what it do? Yeah, listen, that's the thing. You have no idea how much I told my wife to stop drinking wine when she's editing her photos on the computer. And then she was looking at me like, I know she wanted to say it. I know. What is making this noise? Yeah. I know she wanted to. And she was watching me like, with the face when somebody is like, yeah, no drinks in the thing, huh? And look at you. You're the one fucking it up. So I just look at her. I was like, yeah. You see, I've been telling you no drinks, and there you go. I didn't follow my own rules, and boom. So she was happy that I acknowledged the fact that, I'm the one who fried the computer. What it do, Mr. Levis or Miss Jumande? We good, Nico. Mountain Yaba Inspiration, how are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you're good. It's happy time. Yeah, listen, it is. Things are going fine. My day was great. Heather, how are you? You arrived early today. I like that. Look at this. Already 100 people. That's what I'm talking about. Master Electronic, what up, my brother? I hope you're fine. Hey, Dahlia, I missed your show. I've been missing your shows for 3 weeks now. And yesterday I was so busy preparing the machine, but I have to go watch all the replays of all your shows. I'm gonna do that. Thank you so much, cousin. What up, Fouad Ben Soudrik from Paris? Comment ça va, Paris? Alors, c'est le bordel là-bas. Miss Danny Delgado, what it do? Ellis boys, I hope you're fine. I hope you're good. Thank you so much, Mountain. I also have to watch a few of your videos. I think I'm missing 2 of your videos. Everybody, go subscribe to Mountain of Inspiration. It gives some good inspiration. Lots of nice videos. I still think you should upload your old videos back to this channel. I don't know if it's the same channel, but just my 2 cents. Miss Dahlia, I hope you're fine. I hope you're feeling better. I hope that the COVID thing is finished, and now you just at that point it's not. It's a long-term effect now. That's what I'm feeling now. Sometimes I just feel like it's not like it's not that I don't have air, but when I did check, sometimes I only have like 97% of oxygen instead of 100%, and then it goes back normal. But it's just sometimes. So I'm just gonna do a full checkup to see the heart and to see the lungs. But interestingly, yesterday I was having a strange feeling when I was breathing, and I took some syrup for the lungs, and actually I woke up like, was like, wow. So maybe it was just a good old bronchite. You were waiting for this one? I like that. You see that, Nadia? People are liking the show. Damn it. 7:48 p.m. in Rhode Island, 1:47 in South Africa. I've been proposed to do a show in South Africa, actually. So, what it do, Cap Verde. So don't forget that we're supposed to have DJ Banzi. I don't know if we're gonna do it Wednesday, because he was supposed to be on the last episode, but yeah, you know what happened. What up, DJ Alma? What it do? What it up, Ralphie? You spilled coffee in your printer? Yeah, I thought. Oh, il y a les Oscars? Oh, je vais pas regarder. Nice. Essimi, soit notre reporter en direct. Chaque fois qu'il y a quelqu'un qui est annoncé, donne-nous les trucs en même temps. Je sais même pas sur quelle chaîne ça passe au Portugal. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I hear your music since I was a kid, sending us from Cap Verde. Hey, thank you so much. Paul back. I guess you're a DJ from your... The old videos were all deleted. I didn't think I was going to come back to YouTube, but I guess what I have to do. 99 videos. All right. I like that. Nice. Beautiful. That's beautiful. 60 videos. 99 videos in 60 days. All right. I guess in a way, you kind of touched all the old subjects again in a better way. So, that's nice. Yeah, Banzi will be there next week. We're gonna come back in action how we were supposed to do the other time. Quand je finis mon live, je termine mon installation de Logic et je commence à bosser. So listen, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with. Nah, you're not late. We're just starting. The intro is always, LOM1K. Listen, I'm. Before I begin and talk about the upgrade of my setup. I want to touch on a few subjects, and it's those 3 weeks were dreadful in terms of the passing of artists from fans of my generation. So we had DMX passing by. Yesterday was the day they it was. I was watching it made me emotional watching He made me emotional watching him on this. I think it was a little too much, but I mean, it's DMX. It's like, that's the streets. But it was beautiful to see like all the bikes, all the Rough Riders, and him on the casket on this huge truck, and then everybody behind him. And yeah, he was it shows you how much he was a hero for the people, and a lot of people grew up to his music. He was an amazing artist who made like his first two albums went like platinum the same year. He just released like back to back two amazing albums, and I mean, such an amazing artist. And then the week after, it was Black Rob who passed away, and another hip hop artist that, I mean, sadly, he really had like this one hit called Whoa. And then 20 years passed. Hi, Manu. 20 years passed, and I mean, nobody heard from him. And then just before DMX passed away, he appeared with the What Up Distant Shadow. He appeared on a hospital bed, and then he passed as well. And strangely, I mean, not strangely, because this is the internet, but for some reason everybody start blaming Diddy for the health problem of I mean, and for the fact that he was basically homeless and etc. And there was this thing where everybody was like, you should do something. Why are you not doing something? Why are you not reaching out? Blah, 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 blah. And me, I was like, if all these people who are pointing fingers, if all these people who were pointing fingers to Diddy, 100,000 people, let's say, instead of blaming somebody for things you don't know nothing about, if all of you gave $5, since you have all this time and all this blame to do, if all the community gave $5 to a GoFundMe, that would be that would be 500K. And that's my problem with this generation and people in general. When things happen, they look for people to blame. They need to go on social media, post comments, go on your thing, send you threats and stuff, and they don't do shit. All they do is blame you. They need to just come and talk, and a week later they're blaming somebody else for something that has nothing to do, and they just moved on to the next story. That's the sad thing about these times. In these times, people, all they know is blaming. That's all they know. Blame. And it made me think about, I know that Diddy reached out to Black Rob. They talked, they made amends. I don't know if there was a possibility to save him or not. I don't know. All I know is that at a point, he passed away. But it made me think of the people I don't talk to anymore, and people that I worked with. I worked with a lot of artists, and some people are traders. Some people, they waited for me. I'm not comparing myself to this situation, but hear me out. Some people that I've worked with and to who I gave uh, a lot of my time, my energy, uh, the time that I could have been with my kid, my family, and maybe relationship that I could not finish because of, you know, uh, because of being a workaholic and women being like, "Ah, I can't." I gave my time to some people that had talent but zero career in their life. And then I showed them how to dress, I showed them how to sing better, I gave them beats, I produced projects for them that they could never do after me, right? And soon as they reach success, some of them, they just start hearing the sirens of the hyenas, because the hyenas, they wait for you to do the work and then they come. I can take you to the moon, I can take you to the sun, blah 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 blah. Okay. Respect to Kaysha, but blah 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 blah. And artists, because artists are emotional, some people, everything is working, everything is fine, project is fine, we're about to work on the second album, but then motherfuckers came from nowhere and they just start talking in their ears. And a lot of people, they don't like the language of people like me, because I'm very frank. I tell you the truth. I tell you what it is and how it is. And you cannot win against the people who just come and talk, right? So, yeah, I got a few artists that I have nobody that I might have like two or three people that I don't talk to and I don't want to talk to, and I don't care if we ever sit down, because I just moved on with my life, right? But those are people that I put on the map, right? And that until today, people come on they come comment on their video clip on my YouTube channels. Oh, where is she? Or where is he? What are they doing? Like, why don't you do a new album with them? Oh, come on. Like, I heard their project. It's not great. Please come. We love these artists. Come and do something, Kaysha. You have to save their career. And me in my head, I'm like, no way I'm talking to that bitch. You see what I mean? And it's not a question of life or death like Black Rob, but this is what people don't understand when they do all these comments. They have no idea what is going on between you and the people. And trust me, like, some people I haven't talked to for 10 years. And maybe I will never talk to them again. And some people, I haven't talked to them since 2004. And I hope I never talk to them again, ever. Because they are devils. You know, some people. Listen, I got a guy who stole 100,000 euros from me. You think I want to talk to that person? And then he threatened me, etc., etc. You know, I told you that story. If somebody tell me like, oh, you know, he's very sick and he's in his deathbed, blah 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 blah, and I would be like, well, listen, I hope he makes it. But if people start telling me, yo, do something, I would be like, that's a stranger to me. I don't know that person. I will send good energy, but that's it. Now, if that person, in the end, they want to talk to me, and you know, I want to leave this earth with knowing that we, you know, at least I said I'm sorry for what I did, and I'm in peace with that. Yeah, I will have the conversation. I'll be like, okay, thank you for, you know, finally recognizing the wrong you did. But you see what I mean is that most people on the internet, they do comments, and they comment on situations not knowing what is the real situation, first of all. And second of all, like if themselves have no problems, like if themselves, they don't have people that they don't talk to, they don't have, family members that they hate, etc., etc. And people just come and they just go on the internet and then blame people. So yeah, that's what, when I was like, come on guys, like, yeah, maybe, of course, like bad contracts, etc. This exists as well. I'm not defending one person or the other. I'm just saying that the internet loves to come and arrive in middle of situations that they don't know, and they just come and comment. I had a comment on the video of an artist that I don't work anymore because, yeah, she's one of these people. They wait for you, like they tell you that, without you, I would never be here, blah, 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 blah. And soon as it works, they just start talking to the next people. And then they go to the next people, and then instead of doing an album, something with the next people, they just do one single, and then they don't do nothing anymore. And to me, it's something where, it makes me sad when I work with somebody, I create a whole universe for them, a beginning of a personality. I help them find their voice. And I know it's something that will evolve, of course, but I help them find the beginning of where they want to go. And soon as they think they made it, when I'm like, hey, it's just the first step, you still have 1,000 steps to go. But soon as they feel like they made it, they just forget where they came from. And then and then the worst part is that if they leave you, but then they explode and they do 10 times what they would have done with you, then I'm like, all right, listen, yeah, I have to recognize that, yeah, it was the right choice. Or if soon as when they want to leave, they have somebody who come and they say, hey, listen, we want to buy the contract, we want to, we think we can take her there, and we want to do this, please let her go, and we will give you 4% of the money we will make. You do a contract, yeah, you just sign the contract and you let them go. This is how it's business after all. But people, they like to, make it personal. They like to start insulting you in the back, etc., etc. So this girl, her videos, all the videos of all the artists I produce are on my YouTube channel. So I see the comment. And yeah, somebody comes in the video 2 days ago and she's like, oh, come on, you have to bring this girl back. Do something. I've been hearing her last singles. It's crap. Do something. And me, I'm like, if only you know. Yeah, so yeah, rest in peace DMX, and rest in peace Black Rob. And then if it was not enough, then you had Shock G, man. Like, so Shock G was the founding member of Digital Underground. He's actually one of the first people that invited, it's not the first, but he invited Tupac in a song. And it was back in the days, I think Tupac was the roadie for their group, and then they put him on the track, and so he's famous for the Humpty Hump dance. And then he had another song with Tupac that was I Get Around, that was super famous. So it's a guy that really, like, a guy from I think he found fame in the Bay Area, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it was like, those are our childhood heroes. And yeah, it was sad that he was found dead in his hotel room. I don't have no details on what happened, but it was like one per week. I was like, listen, those are the moments where you get weak. You're like, this is too much, bro. Like, See what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, I heard that, but I don't know if it's. I read that, and yeah, they. I don't know if it's confirmed, but that would be beautiful to know that they bought the masters and they gave to the children. That's what's up. That's beautiful. Yeah, now they're back together. Like all his friends say, always he always was in pain his whole life. So at least he's in peace now. You know. Yeah. Prince Philip and DMX one day, then Black Rob the next week, then Shock G was incroyable, right on time. Wait, I have to do something on my end because my windows are not. Okay, comme ça, c'est parfait. All right. You know, the passing of Prince Philip, it made me even more salty about. I mean, it's not my family, it's not my thing, but yeah, it made me feel a way about Prince Harry. I was like, sometimes when your husband or your woman, your significant other wanna send you to battles without thinking, you have to think about all the elements and the aftermath. And I've been hearing that both of them are surprised they're shocked by the aftermath of their crazy interview with Oprah. And now they're starting to backtrack on a lot of things that they said. And yeah, listen, the timing is everything. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, nowadays it's all about my truth. Everybody has a truth, their own truth. Like the real truth don't matter anymore. So if you say, "Oh, I feel that I was," then all of a sudden you're a victim. This is the world of today, and I think they thought they were doing a home run. They thought that, yeah, and now they see that they have like a lot of the people, including black people themselves, who are questioning their motives. And like, don't come like you are a refugee and you're suffering when some real people are losing their job in 2020, and you hear rich as fuck complaining on TV. Like, it's not a good look. But yeah, what am I gonna say? It's because of people like that made me create the name of my label, Fake Free. The thing with the fake people is that they are everywhere and they are smart. They know how to make you think that you need them in your life. And then at a point you realize that, yeah, it's only after a point that you realize that, yeah, these people are harmful. And I came to a point 10 years ago when I moved to Portugal, when I was just depressed about all this. I came to this point where I was like, it's only fake people out there. Like, it's so hard to find real people. But then I also understood a lot of different things. There are fake people, that's true. That's a fact. And then there's also a lot of people who have conflicts of interest. Uh, and to me, the problem with the people with conflicts of interest is that they are worse than the fake people. Because the fake people, at least, yeah, you know they're fake. At a point, once you know who, you know, once you know who you're dealing with, you you know you know if you have to close them, or you know if you have to just use them like they're trying to use you. The problem with conflicts of interest is that then it comes down to education. A lot of people are lacking the education. Like I say all the time, my parents and the life and the streets taught me what is my value system. And in every decision I do, every time, my value system dictates my choices. Respect is always number one in my value system. Then it's going to be my education, my soul, and then it's going to be my interest. Some people, their interest is here first, then it's respect. So if somebody proposed them something, but to achieve what they want to do, they have to disrespect you because their interest is always over their respect, they will not hesitate, or they will hesitate or whatever, or they will pretend that they don't know what they're doing, but they will always be in a conflict of interest. I don't get in conflicts of interest because if my interest have to make me do stuff that my soul is gonna be dirty because of that, I cannot do it. And if I have to disrespect somebody that I respect, or my parents, my name, and a lot of things that I put there, I will not do it. I cannot do it. It's not like I'm like, oh shoot, I want to do it, but I'm not sure. No, I can't. It's like, when you try to press something on your computer and it says, it's how I'm built. I can't. So for a long time, I didn't understand that about people because I thought life was a mirror. I thought that, if I'm like this, everybody is like that. And then I realized that in this world, there's 8 billion people, and this is 8 billion different relationships and 8 billion different order of how they put things. It's like dating. Some people, they will take intelligence first, then they will take your soul, and then they will take beauty. So if they meet somebody that's intelligent, they don't care about the rest. Or if they meet somebody who's intelligent and has a great personality and etc., they would be like, oh, I found my wife. Oh, she's ugly? I don't care. I need somebody like that I can talk, share, etc. Some other people, beauty is going to be, their eyes is going to come first. And then they're going to look for your intelligence and then your soul. And some people everybody has their thing. And what is interesting about the world of today is that people want to force you to go to their standard, their way of seeing things. They believe that, oh yeah, listen, beauty is inside, and beauty is not in the looks, beauty is in your soul, your personality, whatever. And they believe that, but they want to force everybody to feel this way. And they want to tell you that if you think that beauty is more important than I don't know, the intelligence or whatever, then you are bad, and you're not thinking straight. But the problem is, we all come with our ways, and we all have stuff that, like, listen, some people like curly hair, some people like straight hair, some people like African type hair, some people like Brazilian type hair, some people like thin blonde hair. Everybody like what they like. And some people just come to you when they just, hey, you are from Congo, you're supposed to like that. And you're like, fuck you. Like, I don't know you. How you know me, how you decide for me what I like. How can you know for me what makes me weak? And their response is like, oh, tu es complexe. You are complex. You have complex. You da da da. And you're like, no, I like what I like. And who you to come tell me what I should like? What if I like beauty? What if to me, a super intelligent girl with a great education and ugly, I don't want it. I don't want her. Or if I'm a woman, and I don't want him if I'm a woman or whatever. What if I'm gonna have to force myself to be with somebody that I don't like, that doesn't, compute with me, because now society wants to force me and Twitter want to force me? What if I like blonde girls with green eyes and slim, no ass? What if this is what I like? Because I'm black, I can, and because you guys are in a fight or whatever, I cannot have my own preferences? And then I look at all these guys who complain, then you go see they're all with white people? That's the problem with people today. And this is what I learned with the world, is that we tend to view the world from our viewpoint, which is normal, but then we tend to look at everybody with our sets of values. And no, a lot of people, they have their own set of values, and they're not like us. And in the music industry, I realized that, there's so much money, there's so much ego, there's so much fame and all kind of drugs, that as soon as I arrived there, I was like, nobody's like me here. Values are less important than success, less important than money, less important than having sex with strangers and drugs. And me, I place values over everything. So I was like, okay, I'm not in my element here, so I'm gonna have to navigate. And that's what I did this whole time. I navigated in the industry, knowing that I'm not like most people. I'm not fake. I don't know how to pretend. I don't know how to pretend I like you if I don't like you. If I feel like you're a fake person, I'm gonna tell you straight. You feel like a fake person. And they're always gonna be, who, me? Oh my God, how can you say that? You are my hero, blah, 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 blah. And then 5 years later, yeah, he was a fake person. So I learned to trust my instincts, and this is maybe one of the reasons for my longevity in this in the music world. No, he had 15 or 17 with 11 different women. That's a lot of kids. He was probably Congolese or Ivory Coast of origin. What up, Jordan? Now you have to choose who you want to help. That's selfie, but it's like this. It's not a question of choice. I believe that you just have to know who you're dealing with at all times. Yeah, that's fucking true. When you talk about the music industry, it's exactly the same in the porn industry. People taking advantages of you, using people for their own benefit. Yeah. Listen, Julie, the porn industry has all the same stuff as the music industry. You have the artists and you have the people who exploit the artists. You have the people who are producing movies, just like the people who are producing records, and it's the same thing in the cinema industry. And then you have the people who are famous. You have the porn stars who are famous, and they don't want to let the new girl take their place because it's taking their money. And yeah, this is how this is how it works, you know. Like I always say, like, once in 2003, my label and the 4 albums that I produced that year all exploded. To me, I was like, hey, you know, I was happy, and I was like, I hope I'm moving the industry forward. I hope that the quality of our work will make everybody else up their game, and I hope that more artists are gonna come join Sushiraw and stuff, right? And all of a sudden, yeah, all of them were they start comploding. They were all there, like in the shadows, trying to destroy me. And I was like, hey guys, like, and I'm talking about the people who were with me in the car before the album. Like, they heard my album before it came out, and they were like, yo, you're gonna do great things. But soon as you do great things, the same people, they're like, who do you think you are? Yeah, and then they all go together. He's too powerful. We have to destroy him. And yeah, listen, it's everybody supports you until you become competition. I remember I was in the car. It was me, Elisio, Ali Angel, and Nichols. We all in the car, and you know, everybody's, it's 97 or 90, beginning of 98. So I just came back. I was living for 1 year in Guyana, South America, and in French Guyana. And so I come back from Cayenne, and I'm like, yeah, guys, you guys have to listen to my new songs. So I have this song called Telephone, and I had another song called Bounce Baby. So I take the cassette, I play the songs for everybody in the car. So everybody's going crazy. No, it was not. Elijah was not there. Who was I with? It was Ali Angel, me, Nichols, and another person. Somebody was driving. I don't remember who, but it was 4 artists. Maybe Damogis, I don't remember. And so I'm playing my 2 songs, and everybody's going crazy in the car. Damn, yo, bro, that's crazy. Ali Angel is like, wow, like, yo, the sound is different. The other person who was driving is like, yo, bro, you're gonna kill everything. And everybody give their opinion. And then the person who actually put me into Zouk music is silent. It's Nichols. He's silent. And then everybody's like looking at him like, yo, bro, like, you're not gonna say nothing? And he's like this, like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. You're not better than me. I'm not afraid. And everybody started laughing in the car. We're like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you? But I should have known at that moment that my own brother, Nichols, is my brother. But he felt threatened at that time because he was a Zouk star at that time since 94, 95. He had his album with NWEA. I forgot the name of the group, but he was big already, right? And yeah, strangely, he felt a way listening to the good music coming from his own brother. And I look at him, I was like, yo, bro, like, shut up. Like, it's us. It's us. We are the same crew. But, you know, with the years, I realized that, no, like, once everybody had their label, and to me, I was like, yo, let's have all our artists do tracks together. Let's do, like you and I, we do songs together. Let's have, you know. But then I realized that, no, that was me thinking the Wu-Tang Clan way, and them, like once he had two ways popping, jammies popping, and I'm the one who sent them two ways, because two ways they wanted to sign to sushiraw. I didn't have time, so I told them, hey guys, I'm sorry, like I don't have time to sign you. I will not do a good job. Go to my brother because he's doing his own label. But then when I was like, yo, let's do all tracks together, it was kind of hard to do it, because now people were like feeling like, yo, we have to be better than them. We have to kill them. And that's when, soon as I started having success in this industry, I started feeling sad, because friends, people that we were dreaming together of this, they were acting out of competition a bad way, because for them, being first was more important than friendship. When to me, we friends, if you first, I'm happy, and if I'm second, I'm happy. I'm making money, you making money, we both living the dream. And every time I had him on the phone, it was always about the numbers. Yeah, how much did you sell for this? Yeah. Oh, I'm better than you on this one, but you better than me on that one. Oh, Sumia is selling better than Marcia, but two ways is. And I was like, bro, we don't care. We are living our dream, bro. Remember back in 94, 92, 93, when we were rappers and we were trying to make it, we found our thing. Why do you act like if it has to be a number one or number two? For me, if you number one or number two, I don't care. As long as we are both up there, we are a force. And if we can combine our forces, we're gonna generate more revenue for us and for the people we work with. But one day he told me, yeah, but me, I'm hyper competitive. I wanna see. And I remember one day, I'm with him in Portugal. So we came here and we were going to Angola. It was 2005, and we had to stay one night in Portugal. So we went to a club called Convento, and so of course Kaysha is there, Ali Angel is there, Nikos is there. So everybody's like, oh my God, like the Zouk stars are there, blah blah blah. And there was two singers. They stopped performing, and because we were there, they kind of were performing for us. And me, businessman, I was listening to these guys sing, and then I was like, oh, that guy is kind of like a Sean Paul guy, and the other one is kind of another artist. And I'm about to tell Nichols, bro, why don't we sign these two guys? You sign one, I sign the other one, and we start moving, we start doing business here in Portugal. And by the time I look at him, he's not there anymore. He's on stage because he wants to compete with these guys. He wants to show them that he's better than them. And I look at him, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And he's there, yeah, Zouk McDaddy. And he starts singing, Kaysha, come to the stage. And me, I was like, And I look at the face of the artists, and they were kind of disappointed because they wanted to show us their talent for us to help them, or because for them we were the heroes. And instead of helping them, all of a sudden he was on stage, like uninvited and unpaid. And he's calling me on stage, and me, I'm like, nobody's paying me. I'm not going on stage. And he's there singing for free, just so. Of course, everybody in the club was happy because he was performing. But so the next day, we are in the plane going to Angola, and I'm sitting next to him, and he's like, you saw yesterday? We showed them. And I was like, bro, like those two guys were trying to shine in their country, and you took away their shine. They were trying to show us what they were made of, and instead of listening to them, you went to, yeah, you stole the all the light in the room and you diverted all the light to you, and you kind of destroyed their chance. I mean, I don't even remember who are those artists. Maybe one day they will see this video and oh, it was me, and now maybe they're big artists now. But I told him, I was about to tell you, hey, let's go talk to this guy. Let's go see if we can sign them or we can do business or songs with them so we can enter the Portuguese market even better. But you were already on stage, and after that, those guys, they left because they were like, yo, look at those guys, like they are kings already, and they come to our place, and instead of you know, giving us the force, they want to show us that they are better than us. And I was like, bro, like, and he was like, oh, I didn't even see it this way. I say, yeah, that's the problem with you. You always see it in a form of competition. He was like, yeah, but you know me. I'm like, yeah, bro, listen, if you're an athlete, right, and you are used to running the 100 meter in less than 10 seconds, and you were in the street and somebody's running, and you see them running, you're gonna start running, and then you're gonna arrive in front of them, and you're gonna be like, maybe the person is just running because they are trying to catch their bus to work, and you're here laughing because you arrived before them. And it's ridiculous, because life, sometimes when you're in the street, you are not in the Olympic Games, you are not in a stadium, you are just in the street, and people are in the real life trying to catch their bus or trying to catch their chance. And not everything is competition all the time. And he was like, oh, damn, I learned something today. I was like, yeah, bro, listen, me, I'll never be your competition. I know you see me like your competition, but I'll never see you as competition because you're my brother. But that's me. You see things the way you see them, like, you know. Yeah. And I left the thing, but that's the thing with the porn industry. I have a lot of friends who are strippers in Atlanta, Miami. They tell me the same thing as you in the porn industry, Julie. Like, it's popularity, money. The more popular you are, the more money you make, the more enemies you make, because the people who are trying to be on the top, they believe that they need to remove you from the top and take your place to be on the top themselves. My belief and my way of thinking on everything is, the more people we are on the top, the stronger we are, and it's harder to remove us from the top. And then my idea is always that okay, let's say I'm here alone and I bring a lot of people here. Once I consolidate here, then this will take me, because all my guys are here, it will take me here. And now I'm fighting the next fight so that my guys can all arrive here. When I arrive here, when we all here, I'm moving next. So I don't care about here. When everybody's here, to me, I'm like, it's time to go there. A lot of people, when they're here and everybody comes there, they want to put everybody down so they can stay alone on the top. And yeah, it's something that, I don't know, it's not in my education. I never been there, but you know. It always comes down to the education your parents gave you. That's why the thing I'm the most thankful about is the education my parents gave me. That's crazy. And you know what is horrible, Nadia? It's not just that people act like this, it's that even the good people act like this. Some people who are fighting the good fight You know, some people who are uh, good people, they will act this way, and they're gonna make you even not want to be part of their fight. Whether it is they're fighting for black people, gay rights, transgender, women, Afro-feminist, green, etc., etc., etc. Activists are acting the same way as well now. They don't want to teach you. They don't want to help you reach them. They just like, either you agree with me, either you a hater, or you are ex-phobic. And I think it's super counterproductive. But yeah, who am I? Yeah, life is very life has a very merry-go-round effect, and that's the good thing, because once you've been in situation one time, then you start to, you know, you start to learn, and you know how to navigate. Me, yeah, just a little bit. In porn, the friendship between girls doesn't exist. It is so hypocrite. There's so much jealousy. Yeah, it's the same thing in music. Trust me. Like, the moment they believe that they can put you in the gutter, they will, because there's too much money to make. That's how it is. Oh, already 300 people. Wow, we're on fire tonight. People want you to win, but not as much as them. Blessings, Matt Music. Hey, hola, España. Fake friends. I do not believe in friendship. I do believe in friendship. I just do believe that, one, friendship cannot be something that comes out of thin air. I think friendship has to be built, and it's like you have to choose your friends carefully. You have to make sure that you know each other, because before you become friends. It's something that I hate when I see those people. They met on Instagram 2 days ago, and now they call each other honey. Oh, you're my best friend. You're my sister. I'm like, you just met. Wait. And second thing about friendship, I believe that sometimes people grow out of friendship. It happens. And somebody can be your friend, and then they're not your friend anymore. Congrats to him. Daniel Kaluuya as Judas and the Black Messiah. Best supporting actor? Nice. It's not always about ourselves. Some people don't understand that. What I learned in the music industry and in life in general is that, as I just said before, everybody have their thing, and they have their own set of what is more important in their life. And some people, it's about them. Some people are super egocentric, and it's them first. They want to be served first. They do even when they do good thing, they do it for the good looks. And it is what it is. You just have to know who you are dealing with, and you cannot force them to not be who they are. If they are people who believe and they are obsessed with themselves, there's nothing you can do. this is who they are. So yeah, it's it's there's nothing you can do. It's you just have to make sure you know who you're dealing with and how you are dealing with people. Hey, thank you so much, Danny, for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the club. Shada. Unfortunately, we can't trust our friends in everything. We have to watch out. Tatiana, it's you just have to know who you're dealing with. That's the same thing. Like, and you have to know who are your friends. Like, listen, I don't call everybody a friend. I have a list for I have like levels for everything. And some people are just people that I know. Some people are just people I chill with. Some people are just people that I met 2 times. Some people, they are at the hospital when my children are born. Those are not the same groups of people. Some people, they don't have money, but when I needed money, they gave me what they had. And they were like, oh, listen, give it back when you can. And I was like, and those people are not the same as the people who, they don't care about your problems. Listen, when I had COVID and I didn't know if I was about to make it, some people called every day. And some people, they never called. And okay, I just see who gets 100 points or who I remove 100 points from. And yeah, like I said, some people you would think they would call every day, and they don't, because maybe they have new friends and they have a new life, and they don't see you like you see them. And I'm telling you, some people, when we were in bed trying to breathe, they didn't call. Okay. I have a guy. He's a friend. He's a friend. And we were not talking at that time. We had a fallout on something. Nothing special, but we just had a disagreement and we talked bad. And then I was like, I'm not talking to that person for a month or something. And then 2 weeks later, I was on my bed, and he called my wife every hour. He called, that's a friend. That's somebody that you can count on. Somebody that they don't care about the bad blood, whatever, something that they just forget everything because you need them. And some people, they don't care. And you just have to know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Salut Julie. Chacun son couloir où il peut courir librement. Mais il faut y courir. Chacun a son couloir où il peut courir librement, mais il faut y courir. Très très bonne expression. I believe the music industry is more cruel than the porn industry. I don't know. I know the music industry. I know the porn industry, but not from the inside. I know it's more from the outside because I have friends like Julie, who's in the porn industry, or people that grew up with who are strippers and who are in the OnlyFans and business. And I know some porn actresses. One of my very good friends is Julia Chanel, for example, who was a very famous porn star back in the 90s. and because she was also a singer and I was producing beats for her, we became friends. So I know the stories that they tell me, but I didn't. I was not inside. But I mean, both of these industries are very similar in the fact that the artist is being usually exploited by people, and there's a lot of promises, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of money. So I think that everywhere that there's a lot of money to be made, there's gonna be a lot of competition, and not everybody is gonna be friendly. A lot of people, they don't know how to compete friendly. They believe that competition is competition, and if they can fuck you, they'll fuck you. So yeah, in the porn industry, everybody fuck each other, but they have Exactly. When you are down, that's when you know who's who. Hey, we have to talk about that. You know what I love about Club Shada? First of all, we have 300 people tonight. That's crazy. And but only 26 likes. So everybody who didn't put a like now. And always support the live with your super chat. Hello Kaysha, j'écoute ta musique depuis que j'ai 6-7 ans. Damn! J'en ai maintenant 27, alors good job, bravo. Ah, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. N'oublie pas de t'abonner à cette chaîne et de cliquer sur la notification bell pour nous retrouver en live tous les dimanches et tous les mercredis, minuit et demi. Sauf si tu es à Paris, c'est 1h30. Je sais pas où tu es, mais you know. Sounds like a deep conversation today. I mean, I don't know. That's what I love about these conversations. We don't really know where they take us, and then they just take us where they take us. So we were talking about DMX, then Black Rob. From Black Rob, I took it somewhere. Then we went back to Shock G, and then Julie took it to porn. So now we're talking about friendship, business, and porn. In porn industry, us women have an expiration date like in the music industry. It works a lot with contacts. Yeah. That's the thing. It's kind of a young game, you know. People will give you these things until, you know, they will give you this expiration dates. Like, then all of a sudden you're too old to perform, you're too old for this, for that. And that's why when I started my career, I was like, I got 10 years to do this, and create that, and think about what I'm gonna build next. And so this is just something for something next. And that's why I always tell people in any industry, when things are working, this is the moment where you have to prepare what you're gonna do next. It's super important. You don't have to wait until people like kind of give themselves the message subliminally, and all of a sudden like everybody's saying that there's no more job for you, and this era is actually a great era for this, because whenever your name starts popping, you can make your business on places like OnlyFans, Patreon, and more, and have your fans generate content for you. Like I always say, you need 1,000 fans. If you have 1,000 loyal fans who are willing to give you $10 every month, you're good. And if they can subscribe to your YouTube channel or your Patreon or whatever, or your OnlyFans or wherever, when you can monetize your content, then you give them free content, and then you give them some content, and then when you have enough possibility to by yourself be uh, a sought after porn actress, a woman, you become your own business and you know how to deal your brand, then you have leverage with the companies. And when they ask you to do a movie, you can ask for more money because you don't need them to do the content. And I mean, I'm a firm believer in independence. A lot of people, they prefer being guided. I don't have nothing against that. Everything works. But I believe that for me, from all my own experience, the fact that I've been my own boss since 2001, it changes not only the way I see things, but the way I don't care about some propositions that people do. Like, I receive propositions all the time for shows, and I was like, yeah, that's the price. And, oh, I'm like, no, I don't know. Yeah, but no, I don't. Yeah, but could you? No, I can't. Yeah, but we talked to this and he asked for that price. Call him then. But you need to do shows. No, I don't. And this is leverage. This is what I bought for myself with the last 15 years of work. The possibility to say no. I talk to a lot of people and they tell me things. Oh, I'm going to say no to this. Oh, I'm starting now. My price is going to be this. And I'm like, do you have the leverage? Like, can you pay your rent without doing shows? No, I can't. Okay, so you're not going to be able to play big arms because once you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your rent. So you're going to accept those 2 small shows because you don't have a choice. So what you have to do is work hard until your rent is paid by something else, or by your followers on Spotify, or your followers here, or whatever, or your OnlyFans, or whatever, or you can buy a house or whatever. Then when people call you for a show, you can say no. You can say at this price or not. And they don't have arguments because they are the one calling you. Every time I go to countries, people ask me for shows. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you're going to pay for the tickets. You have to pay for the tickets because I came here on my own. And you're calling me while I'm here. And then I'm going to tell them, okay, that much. And then they start crying. Oh, we don't have time to do promo and blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't care. You are the one calling me because I'm here. You didn't call me 2 months ago to tell me, yeah, I want to buy a ticket and I want to do this and I want to do that. And let's start the promo for 2 months and da. And I will pay for you, for your DJ, and I will put you in a good hotel, whatever. I'm already here. I'm already in my hotel. I'm on holiday with my family. And you want me to come do a show? Okay. I'm going to see how much it costs me to come here with my whole family. I'm going to put this in my cachet. Plus, I'm going to add some money. Plus, I'm going to add the price of the tickets if you pay them. And that's how much you have to pay. Bye. But to be able to talk like this to people, you need to have leverage. You need to know that YouTube pays your rent, for example. For me, YouTube pays my rent. I mean, pays the new computer. He paid the new computer this time. Oh no, I paid it with cryptocurrency. Let's finish with this subject so I can tell you the story of the new computer. I was listening to Comment Vivre Sans Toi today, and I wanted to ask, did you study music theory at any point in your career, Kay? Never. I never studied any music theory. It's all, But actually, I'm about to talk about this song to do the transition before talking about the M1 computer. Ah, Strasbourg. Strasbourg, c'est Covid Land. J'aimais trop la boîte. Comment elle s'appelait cette boîte où j'allais à Strasbourg? Enfin, c'était pas à Strasbourg, mais c'était après la frontière à Fribourg. Non, non, Fribourg c'est en Suisse. Il y avait une boîte là en Allemagne, mais juste, on venait à Strasbourg et après on traversait pendant la nuit. Euh, ah, c'est là qu'on allait chanter à chaque fois. Elle était cool cette boîte. Do you think with sports is the same example football? Oh yeah. Listen, football is worse. There's even more money. Even huge porn star in early 2000 getting older now are not getting a lot of contracts anymore. I'm thinking about Sarah J. Munoz. You know what Julia was telling me? So Julia was huge in the 90s. She was huge. And then after that, she really tried to do some traditional acting. She tried to do music, and she was saying that a lot of doors were closed because of her past as a porn star. And that's why she decided to move to London. She moved to London, and she goes between London and Portugal. And yeah, because some people have narrow minds. Why does the background sound like Peaches and Cream? I don't know what was playing at that time. Sorry. But yeah, maybe because who knows? I don't know. We are all watching you closing that bottle. Trust me, the computer is not here anymore. Four or five money moves like e-com, rent coaching, sell art, and use safe cash flow for you. Yep. All these. That's how you have to do it. Crystal Killer, what up? All right, listen. To go back to the comments, let's go to the listening party mode. So you imagine I had to recreate all the scenes in my program, Ecamm, because everything is in the other computer. But yeah, I could do it today, so that's cool. I want to present you, I want to present you this single that I did and that I dedicated to my mother, because it was my mother's birthday 3 days ago. Best director, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. All right, congrats. What up, MK Prod? You sing so well, it's like you know music in and out. Salute. Thank you so much. I don't know, like, I never seen myself as a singer. I sing inside of an auto-tune. I'm more a rapper. I'm not even more, I'm more a producer. I'm more a beat maker than a singer. I just have melodies in my head, and I use the tool in my disposal to do that. Actually, that song was done live. The beautiful thing about that song is it was not just written by me. It was written by me, Ellie's boys, and Edit. So we did it live here, and actually the release date coincide with my mother's birthday. So, I just dedicated that song to her. So let's listen to it. The beat was produced by Aldo Beats. It was produced by Aldo Beats. and written by me, Ellie's Boys, and just what's her name on in here? I only know her real name because I'm reading here, but I forgot her name on the Shada Gang. Vanessa Justine. I think it was Vanessa. Forgot. Anyway, I have to make sure that this song is protected at the SPA, SACEM, SABAM, and etc. So everybody receive their rights. And yeah, let's listen to it. And if you like it, put some fire in the chat. It is it's a beautiful song. So yeah, it's a song that first of all everybody congratulate Ellie's Boys and Vanessa because they are the co-writers of the song, and the beat maker is Aldo Music. So congratulations to everybody. There's nothing more beautiful than creating live and receiving help from people who are watching, and it's amazing as an artist when you can not only create art but also share the creation of your art with your followers, your listeners. It gives to the song a different meaning. It gives to the song a different flavor, and even for them, they hear an artist that they like or they follow singing a song that you know they wrote. So it's a beautiful thing to me, and that's one of the beautiful thing of the club shada is the ability here to create together. And one day I'll just do like, yo, I'm gonna do a club shada album, like club shada beat makers. Everybody's gonna be here. We're gonna listen to the beats together. We're gonna write all together, and yeah, I'm gonna make money by myself. No, I'm joking. We'll just share the drugs. Anyway, listen, it's a beautiful song. It actually, I was watching the numbers yesterday. It got in the Kizomba, the official Spotify Kizomba playlist with 100,000 followers. So the numbers have been great for this song. Last time I checked, we were at 5,000 streams. We already had 6,675 stream on a Sunday night. That's beautiful. It means that the song is really going well. I didn't even start promoting because I start the promotion on Mondays. So even without promoting, the song is just going well. So that's beautiful. That's really nice. C'est même pas comment vivre sans toi. Woo! Thank you so much. Merci Julie. Thank you. Merci Emmanuel. I'm so impressed by UK. Always bangers. That's what I do, a bang. This is so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. Listen, Julie, we told you, the day you make your first movie, we're gonna make the music. Me, Lil Maro, Danny Delgado, and everybody else. We'll do the soundtrack of your porn movie. Easy. Thank you so much, Irvin. Congratulations, Ellis. Well done again. Everybody, clap your hands for my co-writers, Ellis and Vanessa. Aldo Beat, c'est Flip Beats. Avant, il était dans Flip Beats et ils se sont séparés. Maintenant, c'est Aldo Beat tout seul. Donc, c'est normal que ça ressemble à du Flip Beats puisque c'est du Flip Beats. Merci. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine. So listen. Let me talk to you about the craziness of what happened. And listen, everybody, you can go stream the song Comment Vivre Sans Toi by Kaysha on iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Deezer, wherever you listen to music. Even on my YouTube channel, it's there. Go and make sure you come help. So listen, so that's super interesting that so if you remember the live the last time, oh my god, what a nightmare. that shit was crazy. So if you remember well, I had a Mac Pro, so it's a $10,000 machine or 10,000 euro machine. I don't remember. I bought it like 8 years ago, and so yeah, I did a lot of albums with this machine. I did a lot of projects with this machine, and I spilled iced tea by having a glass here and the computer usually. So let me, can I without fucking my show? So you see, usually the machine stays here behind the screen. I used to put it here, and oops, yeah. Okay, that was not a good idea. All right. Okay, wait, I have to put this well again. I think it was like that. Yeah, was it? Or a little more? No, I like it like that. Perfect. Yeah, so I was saying, yes, it did. That's for sure. So after the water drop, I used this iPad to do the live show, and that life is hard to forget, bro. Oh man, the way it was horrible. The way man. No, it's just that this camera is on a little stand that is, I think the stand is too small for it, so I have to get a new stand, a little sturdier. I have to really go to a camera place. I think, wait, this is not even. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm just gonna fix it after the show. So. Oh, Tikanga. This is a work in progress. So the next day I took it to the store. And I explained to them the situation. Actually, before taking it to the store, I went to another place to explain the situation and to ask them what could they do and how much it was gonna cost me. Listen, the camera is like this, and it is mom, I cannot just I have to fix it. Sorry, that's how I am. I have to put it straight, or I'm not gonna be able to do this show watching it not being straight. Oh shit, that's not the right thing that I'm touching. Okay, to make sure it is straight. You see? Nice straight. And now I have to make sure that it is. Now we're talking. Yeah, so I was saying, thank you. So I lost a lot of girlfriends because of my geek side. So, you prefer computers to sex? I do. So I took it to a place down there. I explained to them everything that Master Electronic told me. I told them that I thought it was the PSU that was that fried probably, and they told me, oh, we have a special alcohol. We're gonna clean it up completely, and then we're gonna try to turn it on. And if it turns on, maybe we don't need to do more than that. Maybe it's enough. Maybe we can just plug it, run some checks, and bring it back to you. It's gonna cost you 100. But if we have to replace the PSU, it's gonna cost you 300, whatever. Or if it's the whole motherboard that fried, then it's another problem. It's gonna cost you more than that. And to me, my problem was not really how long it's gonna take to fix the computer. It's like downtime. I need to be live every 2 times a week, and I cannot be live from the iPad. I need to use my camera. I need to have my logos, all my stuff. I was like, hell no. So now I start looking at my options. So I could have bought a MacBook Air or a Mac Mini, or wait for the iMac, but I needed to buy something that day. To me, it was like I need to buy a computer that day, so I needed to buy a computer Thursday, so I can reinstall everything between Tuesday and Saturday and Sunday morning, so that I can sleep Sunday afternoon and be live today. So I ended up buying Mac Mini. So this is the new Mac Mini with the M1. The one I bought is which is the one I bought? Let me see the one I bought. Well, I have to put the Portuguese prices because I didn't pay in dollars. Oh no! IMAX. Those IMAX are nice. So the one I bought is this one. Wait. Yeah. I bought that one. 8 gigabytes of memory with 512 gigabytes. I could have bought, maybe add 2 terabytes and 16, and it would cost me 2,000. But in reality, this is not the computer that I want to use for a long time. This is a computer I bought really for now. I was like, I need the computer right now, and the computers I want are not out yet, because Apple, they have this new strategy, and I like the new strategy. They have this new chip called the M1, and with the M1, they putting the M1 in every machine. They putting the M1 in the new iMacs. They putting it in the new iPad Pros. They putting it in the Mac Minis, and they putting it all the entry level laptops, MacBook Air and MacBook Pro 13. Okay, I heard a lot of great things about it, but because I consider that I have a pro workflow, I edit a lot of videos. I do a show live on YouTube twice a week, and then the next day I cut everything in small parts, and then I have to upload everything on YouTube. So I need a machine that is super powerful to do this. This is why I had a Mac Pro, the trash can, the black one, with if I remember well, 16 cores, 64 gigabytes memory, plus 1 terabyte SSD, and I plugged it to my drives here. So down there I have 4 SSDs, 2 for music, 1 for graphics, and 1 for video. So to me, since I'm waiting for Apple to release the next generation of the M1, which is the M1X, which is going to be a more powerful computer. It's going to be a way more powerful computer that serves the professionals like me. So it's going to be super fast on video, and it's going to have more memory, maybe 32 gigs memory, maybe 16 cores, and it's going to be a little bigger than a Mac Mini. And that's the computer I was waiting for. So to me, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep this computer I'm using because it's working for another 2 years, so I can complete 10 years with it. And then in another 2 years, or maybe 1 year, whenever they release the new machine, I put, I don't know, 4,000 for that machine, because I already have my drives, I have my screen. I just need to change the core, right? The main CPU. And so I was waiting for them to announce. So probably in 2 months at WWDC, that's when they're gonna announce the next machines, or maybe after that. So me, I was like, hey, I have time. My computer is working. Until I put some fucking iced tea in my machine, and I was forced to take what I had. So I didn't take a MacBook because, I mean, I don't need a laptop. I have my iPad. I didn't take the MacBook Air because I knew I wouldn't use it for real, especially to travel. So to me, because I already have a screen, I just need to plug it to my drives that are there, and then so okay, first thing, I use a program called so it's online. Okay, so let me put in the link of what I use. There you go. Okay, let me put it in the link. Oh, nice. Soul got an Oscar. Amazing. Dope. Thanks, Esimi. So I put the link in the chat. I use Backblaze to. So what Backblaze does is it uploads everything that's in my computer to the cloud every day, all the time. Every time you're not using the computer at night, it sends everything up there. So the great thing about it is that even if my computer is fried, I didn't lose nothing. I got my music drives down there. I got my music drives, my video drives, and plus everything is backed up to the cloud. So all I have to do, I log into my Backblaze and I download everything I need. So the preferences for all the programs I use, any document that I was working on before doing the show Wednesday, all that is up there in the cloud. All I need is to just download it. So to me, it was just like, oh, my expensive computer, right? So I went to a few stores. All they had was I actually wanted the 16 gigs, but I would have to wait until Monday, tomorrow, to receive it. And I was like, nah. I'm not waiting all this time. So I was about to travel all around Lisbon until I put my hand in that computer, and then I just went to Fnac, and for real, and then they actually had the only computer they had right now was the 8 gigabytes memory with 512 storage. That was the only one they had. I was like, you know what? I look at my cryptocurrencies. I think I had in one of my accounts, I had some XLM that I bought for 100 euros. They were worth now 1,005. I just transfer everything into euros. I gave them my card, swipe them, boom. I bought that one for 1,000 and something. Then I came home to plug it. So plug it to my drive, start installing everything, put in my credential, my iCloud, start downloading everything, etc. So that was not hard. See, I'm not a pirate. I buy every program I use. So it's just a question of, it's actually a good opportunity to start cleaning up also your system and only downloading what you need instead of just all the things you bought all these years. So I just, downloaded the things I'm actually use. So Ecamm to do the live show, the driver for the microphone, what else? The Apollo system for the plugins, Logic Pro to do music, Photoshop. That's more or less Loopback, Fission to edit my WAV files. I think I didn't download a lot of stuff. And Final Cut to edit my videos. So after starting to install everything, I realized that I'm after 10 years of using the same configuration, I'm starting to be obsolete, meaning that everything is USB-C now, and all my peripherals all my drives are in an enclosure that is a Thunderbolt 2, and so my drives are in an enclosure that is Thunderbolt 2. So I had to get two adapters to plug the Thunderbolt 2 into the USB-C. So it's not a problem. It's not going to change in terms of speed. But then I start saying to myself, okay, maybe it's time to buy a new enclosure that is Thunderbolt 3 or Thunderbolt 4 and USB-C, so that I can plug it directly and I can daisy chain with other things. This screen that I'm using, which is a Dell 34 something, it is also a hub. So behind it here, no, I'm not gonna move the camera. So okay, I'm gonna move the camera. Wait. So you see here under you have a USB entry that I can plug to my phone. So when I design my table, I put some holes. I put 3 holes for the cable to pass. So down there, the cable can come from the computer here, and then I can plug up to 3 USB simple stuff, like for example those things where I have my some things relic from the past, and maybe when you want to plug the camera to download photos and all these simple stuff, because I want my camera and my microphone to be plugged directly, because I don't like those are the main elements, but I want to be able to use the USB-C for the rest, and the USB for the rest. And the problem in here was that on that Mac Mini, there's only 2 USB-C exits and 2 USB-A exit, 3.0 exits. So you have to use dongles eventually to be able to use everything you have. And I was like, oh my god, that's a nightmare. So I'm still working on that solution, and For now, I have this the Sony camera plugged directly to the computer, USB-A. The microphone plugged directly for when I need it. So for the live, the rest of the time it goes here. So then I can plug everything back to the screen. And in USB-C, I have the drives, the 4 drives plugged, plus the other USB-C is the Apollo Twin, this, the sound and sound effects. So, and for me, the thing was, I cannot move directly to Thunderbolt, to USB-C Thunderbolt 3, because when my computer is repaired, I'm switching back to my computer. That was until I did a test. So you have to understand something about the time it takes to cut all the episodes of Club Shada into 5 to 7 different small clips to put them on the YouTube channel. So every time I finish a show, the next day I cut a video of, I cut the subjects into their own small videos. For the people who don't want to watch a whole 3-hour show, they can watch small snippets, so small clips. So usually it's gonna take me, I don't know, 10-20 minutes to find a subject, to scrub through it and go from the beginning, end, add an intro, etc. And then to export these 20-minute videos from the MOV format into H.264 to upload to YouTube, it usually takes, for a 20-minute video, in my $10,000 machine, it usually takes me, for a 20-minute video, it's gonna take me 20 minutes, 22 minutes, right? And when I do music and when I just want to upload a song with a visual, with my label intro, whatever that I put whenever I do a new single, it takes the same time as a song. So if it's a 4-minute song, it's gonna take 4 minutes. So, you know, when I did the Comment Vivre Sans Toi new song, I'm creating the video quickly, just to, you know, to test the machine, and I do an export on the new machine, the Mac Mini that I bought 1,000 euros, and I know that on my big machine it would take 5 minutes to finish the video. So I put export, and I watch Final Cut you know, you can see the export thing, and it goes from 0% to 100% in 12 seconds. And I'm like, wait, what? What? Wait a minute, what happened? So I'm like, nah, maybe I did a mistake. Maybe I exported a part of the song, not everything. So I go check the file, and it was the full song from beginning to end. And it exported a 4-minute video in 12 seconds. So I'm like, wait a minute, what? So the last episode of Club Shada, not episode 103, but episode 102, all the highlights I did, I still had on Final Cut Pro the last highlight. And the last highlight was 20 minutes. And what it takes me the most time is it's to find the edition, to find the cuts from where I want to start the clip to where I want to finish, right? And usually I like to do an extract between 10 and 20 minutes. The last one was 22 minutes. And 22 minutes, usually what takes a lot of time is to find, edit. Once you're done editing, then you have to wait for Final Cut to take 25 to 30 minutes to do the video, to do the H.226 version, compressed version, so you can upload to YouTube. So you have to wait, maybe check your mail, maybe do something else, maybe create something else while you're waiting. And if you have to do 10 videos, and for every video you have 20 minutes of editing plus 30 minutes of putting it out there on a $10,000 machine. It's almost 45 minutes per video. So if you do 10 videos, that's 450 minutes. So you take all day, all afternoon to do this. So usually once I'm done like doing 4 or 5, I'm tired, so I do something else. Then the next day I do something else, and then it's already time to do the next show. So it takes a lot of time, and this time I need it for mixing, for administrative, for running my business. So I just do a test. I take the last edit that was 22 minutes. I put it on Final Cut and I re-share it just to see the difference. So I'm like, okay, let's see. And instead of doing it in 25 minutes like it usually does, it did the export in 3 minutes. I was like, wait, what? I got a 10,000 euro machine with 64 gigabytes memory, 1 terabyte drive, all those Xeon processor from Intel, and that small 1000 computer with the new M1 machine that actually is the same, almost the same architecture, etc. from the phone, is smoking that machine. And then I was like, because I was like, yo, I can't wait for Monday. Monday at 9 a.m. I'm in the store. I want my machine back, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, when this machine is back, I might not plug it back. I might use it for something else, or maybe I'm gonna plug it and I'm not gonna use it, like, because on the screen I can plug up to three machines at the same time and just switch between them. But I might just use it, I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I'm just full on now on the M1 train, and those chips are crazy. Like, it's, so I didn't test Logic yet, so maybe because of Logic I'm gonna use the other one for, but from the few videos that I watch of people using like Logic with a bunch of tracks, the small M1 is just like, yeah, bring it on, nigga. So yeah, I was already impressed watching videos on YouTube about the M1, but I was not ready to move from the Mac Pro to the Mac Mini. I wanted to either go to a Mac Mini Pro or maybe the rumored Mac Mini Pro, or the Mac Pro. They were about to do something that is around $4,000. That's the machine I wanted. But now I'm just gonna use this machine. I'm even thinking of replacing this one with the 16 gig with 1 terabyte and using it as a main machine. Or I'm just gonna wait another 2 months and yeah, just keep this one as my main machine, but then it means I need to get a new Apollo. I'm gonna get the Apollo X that is Thunderbolt 3, and it has twice the power, and I'm gonna get a new enclosure, USB-C for my drive, and I'm just gonna go USB-C everything. So me, when I move all in. I'm just like, let's go. But this machine is crazy. It's crazy. And I want to talk about Apple's strategy with the M1. So they changed the MacBook Air, they changed the MacBook Pro 13, now the new iMacs, and the Mac Minis. And what is super interesting is that if you think about the iMac, what they're doing is that they're doing exactly the same strategy as they did with the iPhones. Because if you look at the iPhones, you have the iPhone mini, right? iPhone 12 mini. You have the iPhone 12 and you have the iPhone 12 Pro, right? And all of them are using exactly the same chip. And what is the difference between each machine is not the heart inside. What is the difference is going to be how many cameras you have, what's going to be the size of your screen, how many memories you're going to put in your phone. But other than that, it's the same machine everywhere. And they're actually doing the same strategy, and I like this strategy, that they're doing the same strategy with their computer lineup. It's the same M1 more or less chip in the laptops, the Mac minis, the iMacs, and the new iPad Pros. It's the same chip, but what's going to change is going to be the size of your screen. If you're in the laptop of the iMac, the desktop, or in the Mac Mini, it's going to be something that just comes without nothing, and you just add everything else yourself for modularity. And what is amazing is what's going to make the difference. Maybe, of course, there's going to be some different constraint in terms of thermal constraint from a machine to another, but they're more or less the same computer, and you're just gonna take what works for you. So it's the same with a phone. Some people prefer a big screen because they work with their phones like me. Some people prefer a smaller screen, and some people want the big one. And it's the same thing here. So the choice is more what you're gonna do with your thing. And I love these strategy because now most pros like me are waiting for the M1X, which is going to be the beefier version of the system. It's going to have more Thunderbolt, because that's the thing. The Mac Pro had 6 Thunderbolts exit plus 4 USB exits. That's easier when you plug a lot of things to your computer. So here I feel just a little bit constrained, but it's all right. And I really enjoy that strategy that they're doing with their Mac machines. I think it's really you see they all use not those ones, because those ones they're waiting to remove Intel, but I'm just gonna move to the M1 everywhere. I'm gonna replace my iPad, this iPad Pro from 2018. I'm gonna replace it with the M1 iPad. So now I'm hoping that the next thing they announce in WWDC in 2 months is that Logic and Final Cut Pro are available for the iPad. This will change my life, because all of a sudden I'll just go to we've been playing, making beats, editing, and it's gonna change everything. I'm still in the middle of setting up. I still didn't upload. I downloaded Logic. I didn't test it yet. I didn't try to open sessions because I'm still missing a lot of all my plugins. So but because I want to be lean and I want to take this time to not download all the plugins, because I have a lot of plugins that I don't use, I'm just gonna, tomorrow when I wake up, I'm just gonna start opening sessions and downloading the main synth I use and the main plugins I use. So Native Instrument, Fab Filters, Spectrasonics, and a few others, and I'm gonna leave everything else that I don't need really. Um, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna go all in with the M1, and I'm gonna sell my Mac Pro. I'm gonna see if, because it's still an amazing machine, and mine has 64 gigabyte it's of memory, and it's kind of maxed out. So I'm gonna have them see uh, what is the price of repairs. But if I can sell it for, I don't know, 3,000 and something, yeah, I'm gonna use that money to buy I mean, I'm gonna sell that as well. I'm gonna get the new iPad, and either I stay with this Mac Mini, because I don't know the limitations for what I do. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I will see if the 8 gigs is might limit me. For now, I might just yeah, maybe I'll go with the 16 and add a little bit more in the hard drive, the SSD, and I don't know, maybe I'll give that one, or I'll sell it, or I'll see. It's brand new, but that's gonna be my main machine. Something, some details that people don't really see, but I see. That's how geek I am. You see here the names, the fluidity of how it's scrolling. Those are the little things that I can see. I can see that, yeah, in terms of the frames, it is really like, and even when there's an animation, when somebody gives a super chat. So let me do a fake. Let me do a fake. I mean, if somebody wants to offer something, go ahead. But let me do a fake one. So, for example, if there's a new followers, for example, look at the animation. You see? I mean, maybe you don't see it like I see it, but I see the difference. The animation is more fluid. For example, the fake super chat. Yeah, this one is not really. Let me try again. A subscriber. It's only the whole yes. Damn it. I'm trying to see the other one. Subscriber alerts. Variations. Okay, let me see. For example, you see. I don't know if you see that one. You can see in every animation there's a difference. Like, so it's small things. And I mean, it might not mean something to some people, but for me, I can really see that difference. So yeah, those are the kind of cool things that I can see when I'm using it. And so yeah, it was. I just did a quick setup. And I'm happy that I was on time and I was able to do the show. Yeah, congratulations to the team of Soul. Again, amazing. You can benchmark it. I think the benchmarks are already in. Benchmark M1. Chip. Let me see. I saw all the benchmarks already. I just put the link in there so you can check the benchmarks. I put it in the comments. It is. That's crazy. The M1 iPad Pro, yeah, that's the one I'm excited about, because if you can have two machines that are the same power and I can do my editing when I'm on the go, like, you know, then I can go when I'm in another country, I can just chop in programs that I already know. Because something that I don't like is that for now, when I want to use my iPad to work, I cannot use now. So Photoshop is there now, so I can use Photoshop, but I cannot use Logic and I cannot use Final Cut. And me, I'm not interested in learning BeatMaker and all these other programs. I want to use the ones that I already know and that I use every day. Like I pay for Photoshop, I pay $10 a month. If I have Photoshop in there, it means that everything that I usually do on my big computer, I can do it there when I'm on the go. If I can edit my vlogs and my stuff when I travel, it means that like when I'm in Congo or in other places and I need to cut my videos, I can just do it. And if I can make beats or mixes or start a beat when I'm in a plane, I'm on a 7-hour flight. If I can just take my iPad, I can turn on Logic and I can make a beat the way I already know how to make a beat, and I can plug a mouse there and I can plug it to a screen wherever I am. That's the ultimate solution for somebody like me. And they are saying that the tablets that didn't even come out yet, like the Galaxy S Tab 8, are still gonna be 5 to 10 times less powerful and fast than the M1 iPad Pro when it comes out. So this is crazy. It's crazy. Apple is the strategy they do here. And what I'm really interested in is seeing what they're gonna do for the Pro machines. That for people are calling it the M1X. I want to see the M1X in action. I want to see what's gonna be the difference between the two. If it just doubles, or if it just even if it's just 1.5x faster with more memory and stuff and more drive, and just take my money. I'm ready. C'est important. Toujours. C'est parce qu'on est des geeks aussi. Check the Cal Digit hubs. They have everything you need. I think I ordered something yesterday. Cal Digit. For now, I just need a hub for USB. So I ordered something on Amazon from Anchor. I ordered something where you put one USB free and it gives you 3 exits, or 4 exits, so I can put it down there and make it come here. And so this is where I'm gonna plug everything I need. Let me see, Cal Digits. Oh yeah, I saw them yesterday. But I didn't need all that. But yeah, I bought something like this. I don't know. The one I bought yesterday was the Anchor USB. No, it was USB free. USB A free. It's not that. Yeah, that's the one I bought. I bought this with a long cable. It's a newer model. Yeah, I bought that. That's all I need for the USB-C. I have all the ports I need. I just need something like this. I'm gonna try to plug the microphone to see if it just works in there. So I'm just gonna put microphone. There I'm gonna put the dongles and things I need, and I'm good. And on the then I'll use the computer screen for the rest. So maybe I need to add on a hub like this one something for the photos, because my wife likes to plug. So she has something like this. I have something like this. You cannot see it, but on that side here, you can plug this. So whenever she does her photos, she can put the card from the photos in there. So this is missing. I'm gonna need that. Once I have all these sorted, I'm good. But that's details. By the end of the week, I'm just gonna have my setup up and running, and then probably the next thing I'm buying is the enclosure for the SSD to be in USB 3 directly and not having to go through a dongle. That's the next thing I'm buying. I did a mistake when I bought my new iMac. I forgot they don't make FireWire, so I had to go buy a new interface. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, me, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's working for now as I have a dongle. So the Apollo Twin is FireWire 2. So I had an adapter for it to go inside of the USB-C, so it works. But yeah, this is a good moment to just buy the new Apollo and USB-C and be future-proof for 10 years. So that's my next moves. As soon as I get my next payment on the 15, that's what I do. I mean, the good thing, I sold some crypto to buy this Mac just before the crypto crashed. So now I cannot sell none of my crypto because it's there's still, everything is down. So this is the time when you buy. It's not the time when you sell. What is this fly doing here? What the hell? On the M1, you have a video encoding hardware, so it's fast. Yeah. Yep. It's the T1 that is the T1 or the T2 is taking care of everything that is video encoding. Indeed. That's crazy. I know. De fou. Yeah, indeed. Apple, they are making great move, and just behind them, it's Nvidia is following. They just announced a bunch of new CPUs for servers and things based on ARM, and yeah. Now what I want to do is see what Apple will do with the ARM v9 architecture. That's going to be something else as well. The Grave, that's the crazy part. It's not even the pro version, it's the entry level. That's why I wanted to wait, but I'm kind of happy that I have to be forced to upgrade. So that's why I call this episode the forced upgrade. And I'm kind of happy because for what I do with these machines, these Mac Mini is way more powerful enough. I'm gonna open a big Logic session with a lot of tracks and see, and especially with plugs like Contact, I'm gonna see what it does. But I know in terms of plugs, the power is diverted to the Apollo, so it's different. But I'm gonna open like a bunch of tracks and see if How does it go? That's crazy. That's sad. I don't need it anymore. I was crying for it a few days ago, but now I'm like, bye, bitch. So Popo, what machine do you have? What rig did you have? Like no, what do you have now? I know you do a lot of video editing. What do you use? What did you get? Do you have a Mac Mini or do you have a MacBook M1? Exactly. That's the point of engineering everything in house, as Tesla, Koenigsegg, SpaceX do. Everything moves smooth and Anderson. Yep, because everything is. I think Intel, their obsession with staying with their obsession of staying with the x86 architecture might cost them in the long run, because everybody's moving to ARM. Everybody's moving to the RISC architecture, and then the ARM consortium, they just announced the ARM v9 specifications, and that's even another level that when Apple and them will use them, because everybody's using the V8 specification. So when they're gonna use the V9, it's gonna take it even further. And the problem with Apple and with Intel, and this is why actually Apple ditched them, is that on their roadmap they are late on everything, and they are not delivering enough so that we could see that our iPhones and iPads were more powerful than our computers, and it was not normal. You can edit 4K and 8K in those machines easy. And on a $10,000 machine, I edit 4K. I can see the machine is like suffering. Look, usually when I do the live stream, I'm gonna just make you listen to one difference. Let me go on Spotify. Listen to this. Normally, you hear the noise of the wind of the other machine. Here you don't hear nothing. And I'm live streaming, and it's cold. The machine is cold. The other one was just. So, yo, listen, Apple, kudos. Me, like, yeah, listen, I'm gonna be M1 everything now. What up, DJ IT? What it do, bro? What you mean, gamble all? Oh, the shada casinos. Oh, come on. Come on. You, my man, have a neural engine yourself. This is crazy. Yeah. Listen, Kaysha is so loyal to Apple. I mean, not really, because my loyalty is not blind. To give you an example, I used to have 4 Apple TVs. One Apple TV 3, I guess. The black one with this remote in the living room. The same one in my bedroom, and inside of the kids' bedroom, I have uh, the smaller one, the one from 10 years ago. I brought it from Paris. So I have that one, and I have that one in the kitchen as well. And I was waiting because I was asking myself, am I upgrading to am I upgrading everything to the same ones as the kitchen, they cost 150 to 179 to watch Netflix, when I can get a Fire Stick or a Chromecast, or even just change the TVs and buy smart TVs that have Netflix and YouTube inside. And I was asking myself, like, what am I gonna do? So the TV in the kids' bedroom is a 55-inch, and it's actually it's a Samsung one. It's a great TV. It's new. I bought it like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. I don't know. I don't really need to change it. The TVs in the living rooms, I wanna. As soon as they stop working, they're 8 years already, but they're working fine. But as soon as they stop working, I'm gonna replace them with the Samsung 85-inch, and they all come pre-installed with YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, all these things. So what do I need an Apple TV for? The games maybe, but I don't play. So I did an experiment, and for the kitchen, I bought a Google Chrome. Which is the model? Wait, I bought a Google Chrome Cast 2020. Let me see what's the name. I always forget the name. Yeah, that's what I bought. I bought this one. Is it that one? No, it's not something that you have to transmit. That's not what I bought. I bought this. It's called the Chromecast TV. Okay, yeah, that's what I bought. I bought that, and I put it on the TV, and it costs 70 euros, which is half of what the Apple TV cost me. And I'm gonna put another one in the kids' room, and I'm just gonna keep the Apple TV for our rooms, for our main TVs. But for the kids' room and the kitchen, yeah, I'm not just gonna go Apple and pay just to pay. No, I'm not like that. But it's true that for the rest, on the M1, you can't beat them. Like, the superiority is here. Once you enter Apple, you won't be able to leave. That's not true. I ended up putting my digital mixer in my closet because Apple took away FireWire. Yeah, technology, man. You have to follow or be obsolete. Apple should open source most of their source code to let hackers enjoy the environment. Oh, hell no. Listen, the M1 chip is a beast. You have to read, because what they're doing here with the M1 is they're doing something different. They really the technology that they're putting in those chips is changing computing itself, and they are so capable and so fast that it changes everything. And another great thing with the M1 chip is that because it's the same chip as the iPhones, more or less, it's the same. It's a variation of that chip. You can also open inside of your Mac every application for iPad and iPhone, as long as they accept that you use them on the thing. So you can open iPad and iPhone applications. That's crazy. So it's like if you actually have the same computer, it means that this and that are the same, almost the same machines. So that's crazy. I think Apple will launch Logic and Final Cut for the iPad M1. Yeah, I mean, if they do, I believe that the next possibility that they do it is going to be at WWDC. Qual è o tamanho de cada plugin no Mac? Não sei. Ainda não comecei a baixar tudo. Tenho que ver. Sim, mas a diferença comigo é o que eu meto. Não, os plugins não são os plugins que usam espaço. O plugin é só o plugin. É os data, the bank é o que vai usar o tamanho meu. Eu tenho um disco só para isso, para todas as informações dos plugins. Eu tenho um SSD só para isso. Então, yeah. You don't speak Portuguese? As I was saying, my plugins don't go in my main drive. They have a dedicated drive just for all. It's called Sound Data. I have this thing where I only have all the banks from all the plugins. So the plugins are on the main machine, so that they don't take the space. All the space is inside of the banks, and the banks, they go to their own drive. You should change at the Apple Store and you just pay the difference. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I have to check. Nice. Here's a list of what I have: 3 iMacs, 2 MacBook Pros, G5. Damn. Yeah, I got a G5 here. I got a Mac Mini, iPad Pro, iMac, and iPhone. And I got a bunch of iPhones in there. Was the one I gave to my wife, then she gave to her sister, but then when I move up, then we give to the sisters, the kids, whatever. So then at a point, this is a 6, I think. No, this is I don't even know what model is this. Then we have this one, it's a 7 probably, that we don't use. Then I have the old ones. This is a 4S, and this is a 3GS. Look how small it is. At that time, it was a revolution. It is what it is. What's going on? Really? Turn it on. No, that's not beautiful either. I'm gonna see. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Congrats to her. Malcolm. I don't see the point of watching 120 hertz 8K videos on a phone on a small screen. I don't see the point. So if I have it on the. I have that 120 on the iPhone, on the iPad. I don't really see the difference either. Maybe I don't care. I'm not a person that is specs for specs. I want to use my thing to watch entertainment. So if a technology can help me for some stuff, it's great. But I believe that on a phone, when I was in Africa 3 weeks ago, to not use all my data, I put the setting on Netflix and YouTube to put everything in 720p, and I didn't see the difference because the screen is too small, and my 47 years old eyes don't really see the difference. So technology for technology, I don't look at the megahertz and the this and the specs and the whatever. I really look at do I like the phone and can I use it to do something great? I know you're a PC guy and I know you're a Samsung guy. I don't have chips in the game. I always buy the last Samsung for my son, and I buy iPhone for me. And I believe that when you used to Android, it's kind of the same thing. You like it, you used to it, so you use it because that's where you feel comfortable. And me, I feel comfortable with Macs and Apple because that's where it's the environment that I've always been for the last 20 years. And I don't have a problem with singing on your amazing beats that are done on a PC, because the beats are amazing and I don't care. Me, I'm a guy. It's what we do with it. The rest, I don't care. Like, people use what they want. I'm not in those. I'm not an Apple guy or a Samsung guy or whatever. I'm team Club Shada. That's it. It's not, I hope they're not. They did. I think they thought they were cool because everybody was buying their chip. And listen, they lost the mobile game to the Snapdragon. Who does Snapdragon? It's the other ones. Forgot. Snapdragon. Snapdragon is Qualcomm. So they lost all the Android phones to Qualcomm, and now they're losing the whole iPhone business, which is a lot. And okay, they still have all these PCs, but now because of Apple being faster than most computers with their entry level, and now they know that they're gonna come up with the Pro machines and it's gonna be even crazier. Windows announced that they're going ARM. AMD is announcing that they everybody's following Apple. They're like, yo, let's go ARM, let's create a chip. And Nvidia as well is they're starting with the server, and soon you're gonna have some PCs with ARM. And the only difference here is that Apple being completely integrated in-house. Yeah, they have, sometimes it's an advantage, like right now, and sometimes it's a disadvantage. But yeah, I remember when Nokia was the king. Are you into HomeKit? Not really. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing yet that would be HomeKit worthy. Maybe blinds but I'm not into it yet. I don't. Maybe when I get my new house. That's when I'm gonna jump into it. I do have an M1 toilet. It finds your asshole directly and then cleans it by itself. Exatamente. 12 terabytes just of plugins? Bro. You know, Malcolm, what I'm doing with this new system, I want to stay lean, cuz all these years I've been buying every plugin, downloading so many sound, all these things, and don't we realize that in the end we don't even use everything we buy? I EQ everything with the same Neve on my UAD and Fab filter. I use the same reverb, the same 2 reverbs on everything, but I got 20 reverbs, but I always use the same 2. When I make beats, I use the same. For Kizomba, I use the same 3 kicks. For I'm a piano, I use the same 2 kicks. For Afro House, I have one. You see what I mean? In the end, you're gonna use 10 kicks, 10 snares, 5 hi-hats, silent, keyscape, Nexus free, but then you have all these sounds, but in the end you always use the same 10 sounds. So I'm like, what's the point in having all that and buying everything and being hoarding all these plugins, when in the end, you kind of always use, if you look at all your sessions, I'm using the same 4 or 5 bass sounds, 4 or 5s, sometimes I'm gonna look for something new, but once you find the sound that you like to go to, you tend to stay there. And we use 5% or 2% of every plugin we have, and we keep downloading stuff that we don't use. So I'm really in this thing where I'm like, you know what, maybe because of the constraint of this machine, but I have 4 terabyte of SSD plugged to it, but I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna download everything, I'm not gonna buy everything, I'm not gonna use I'm just gonna use what I use for real, and everything else, auto tune, EQs, reverb, and then whenever I need something specifically on a song and I'm like, oh, where's this plugin, that's where I download it. For now, I'm just gonna use exactly what I use all the time, and I'm gonna see as I move. And because I was looking at my old machine the other time before I kill it, and I was like, why is this full? And I was watching everything, and I was like, damn, there's nothing that I can't, it's not that I can't, but there's nothing that I want to remove, because everything I use it one time somewhere, but then I never use it again. And I'm like, why do I need all this? Why do I need 1 million different bass sounds and stuff, when in the end, especially nowadays, with Splice, you have access to all the sounds in the world. So do you really need to keep them in your phone? Or I know my SSD, with just for music is almost full because of the sounds. So now tomorrow I'm receiving a new 1 terabyte that's just gonna be for everything that is albums and vocals and programming. They're gonna be in their own drive, so I can have one drive that is specifically just for every sound from every plugins. But then I was like, why is this full? I'm not using nothing. You see what I mean? I was watching Nexus. I have almost every bank from Nexus, and I'm using 10 sounds in them because it's too much. At a point, it's just I don't know if it happens to you when you are with your girlfriend Me, sometimes I'm in bed with my wife, and for 1 hour we hear fighting about what are we gonna watch, because there's too much stuff. And because there's so much stuff and you can see everything, you end up, yeah, not watching anything. And then she's pissed because you want to watch this and she doesn't watch what, and then you're like, okay, take the remote, watch what you want. And then she's like, no, I don't care, watch one. And then you're like, and then you go to the living room to watch YouTube. And yeah, it's overwhelming. We are arriving to the point where we have too much stuff. Listen, that's why I also go less and less on Instagram. I go on Instagram in the morning and at night, because yeah, listen, I've seen everything I like to watch, every type of beauty for women, or dancing, or fun videos, or whatever that are on Instagram. And I've been on Instagram for, I don't know, 10 years. And I've watched everything too much. Everything that you like online, you're gonna see it 10,000 times, and you lose even the taste of it. And it's the same thing for all these plugins. They don't cost like $2,000 like back in the days. Now it's $100 or $50 for one. So you start to buy all of them, and then you just buy them, and then you don't use them. And most of the sounds that you can buy in a new plugin, you can program them on the old plugins. So yeah, I'm going lean. I'm just we do speak everything. Falamos tudo. I think instead of paying for the full price of the iPad, you can just pay the difference. I don't know. I have to check in Portugal what they say. But if not, yeah, I'm going to have to sell it to somebody. But I'm not good at selling stuff. I'm a guy, I just either give it to my kids or I just do something else. But iPad Pro for my daughter, that's too much. But if I can sell it to her, I'm just going to do a message on Instagram, I guess. If you're in Portugal, If only shada bucks were real currency, I would use it for my next music video. I've been thinking of doing my own cryptocurrency, but that's gonna be a conversation for another episode, because we're reaching 3 hours of conversation. Keep it, the price may skyrocket for the 3GS. Yes, I will. Yeah, Malcolm is a gamer. That's why he likes those megahertz and stuff. Me, I could not care less about this. Like when I watch a movie, I don't care about the hertz. Especially I'm old school. I like my movies to be 24 frames. So do you still call the Apple Store church? Of course. I'm waiting to go to New York to go to the cathedral. What? Malcolm, listen. You should open another channel. You should open another channel for gaming and do live gaming on YouTube. Because the way I watch Dr. Disrespect and the number of people he has, sometimes I want to stop playing games myself. Damn it. I'm thinking about the impact of the AI into the big data industry. At the end of times, we all will have printed electronic and single-use foldable screens. Yep. For real. Me, I'm ready for the ghost in the shell. Like, upload my consciousness to the net. I'm ready. And download it to a new body. Altered carbon one, last style. I'm ready. What is the beat with the violin? Sounds great. bro. I have no idea. All the songs are here. The names are here. Apple reinvent things in the crazy way that leads many company without futuristic visions to fail. What up, Kaza Communication? Kaysha build a NAS at least with 100 terabyte. Yeah, next house I will have a server room. I was tempted to get the Nexus 3, and then I said to myself, I have Nexus 1 in my G5, so I'll make it be on Logic 9 and exporting the tracks to the audio and send it to Logic 10. You should get the free. The free is nice. Best original score, Soul. You know, I didn't even watch Soul. My wife saw it, but I didn't have time. These days, I just watch YouTube videos. Congrats to Soul. I have to watch it. Disney Plus. Well done. I just finished watching on Disney The Winter Soldier and Falcon, and it was cool. It was cool. Anyway, my guys, that's what I had for you on testing this amazing live stream with the M1. I'm super happy. Everything works fine. For those who are watching, these things are making my teeth yellow. I have to check that. I have to check the settings. As I was saying, make sure you go to shadaware.com and check out the next collections that I'm about to unveil in a bit. I'm gonna do some nice new sweatshirts, and then some new t-shirts for the summer. I will talk about everything on a future episode of Club Shada. I'm gonna see if I know that Banzi was traveling to Fogo in Cape Verde, so I have to check if his internet connection is fine enough so we can do the episode Wednesday. I'm gonna have an episode of Club Shada. Probably I have to see with her when she's free, but with Naturi Eben. So that's gonna be a full episode in French, because it's a long time we didn't do a Club Shada in French, and we're gonna have a great conversation about her and the lives that she does and her success on YouTube as a Pan-Africanist. So we're gonna talk about all these subjects, and I will also go on her platform to do a live. It's gonna be maybe Saturday. I have to see with her when we do this. So that's gonna be nice. Tomorrow I still have to finish installing everything. I'm gonna clean up my desktop as well. I'm gonna use this moment to start cleaning everything, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I wanna put a painting here as well. So I might either do one myself or download something, or maybe put a LED. That would be great. Something written here like Club Shada or Shada Gang or make love every day. Whatever, I don't know. But I feel like this place needs something on top of my Ganesh. So I'll see. My daughter put her thing here now. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with a song by what can I play? Let me play you something from an artist I work with, and not some Kaysha. Let me change a bit. Let me play you some Vandame. Oh yeah. I'm gonna play you. What can I play by Vandame? I'm gonna play something from her album. I'm gonna play. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play you Perseguição, Malcolm Beats remix by Vandame. And I will see you Wednesday for the next episode of Club Shada. Thank you for coming. Thank you for passing by. And as always, show support by going to Shadaware, buying yourself a t-shirt, or putting a super chat, or listening to the music on the platforms. Peace.
Chega de fugir, chega de blá blá blá. Eu quero te seduzir, tu só queres empatar. Mas eu sei que não é cego, por isso olha bem pra este corpo. Olha bem, não me interessa o que queres. Não me importa o que disseres. Perseguição, eu sou a polícia e tu és o ladrão. Oh, perseguição, eu vou te ter na minha mão. Eu sou o gato, tu és o rato, eu vou te apanhar. Perseguição, eu sou a polícia e tu és o ladrão, eu vou te apanhar. Perseguição, eu vou te ter na minha mão. Tu vais ser meu.
That's the way you do it, Vandame.
Eu vou te ter na minha mão.
Sushiraw.
Eu vou te ter na minha mão.
Yeah.